Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCal Saber here. How y'all doing? It's going to be some baseball action tonight with season ticket baseball. It's a continuation of my 1955 tournament. We are in round two, and we're starting a game at number two. It's a best of three series between Cleveland and Baltimore. Let's get down to the field and see what's going on. Okay, we are in Cleveland for game two. Game number one saw the Baltimore take Cleveland down 6-1. So Cleveland's in a win or go home situation here, and we'll be playing in Cleveland Stadium, which I'll bring up when we need it here on the charts. On the mound for Cleveland today is Herb Score. Herb was 16-10 that year with a 2.85 ERA. Herb was a real, back in those days, he was a real dealer. He was like the fastball king. And on the mound for Baltimore, trying to wrap it up, is going to be Irv Polika. No, he was only a 5-11 with a 4.14, so they're going to try to get through it. They didn't have that many really good pitchers then. So here we go. We're going to the top of the first here with Baltimore up. Let's get the right side of the score sheet on here. Okay, Fred Marsh leading off. Let's see what we can do here. Try to make things a little bit better, easier for you to see. Maybe you can see better on the green or the red on the red. I'm holding the card up so you can see it a little bit better. I do have it zoomed in as far as it'll go. Fred Marsh coming to the plate. And here we get this ball game going here. We got a 2. It was a 20. I rolled the dice over my hand. 220 versus a right-handed hitter. So we're going to 420 because of that. So we're going over here to the 420, and it's out 6-3. There are some numbers like his 200 to 220 changes it to a 4 plus the last two numbers of what was rolled. Here we go. And this is Jim Dyke, 421 versus the lefty. That's a 5-3. Yeah, I gotta make sure so you can see the cards. I wasn't holding them first two very good. Here we go with Dave Philly. Oh, 664. So we're going to the Cleveland chart right off the bat. 664. So we're going to go up here 664. There's no pluses or anything because we're not in fatigue. There's no wind going as calm. And it's a 6-4. So we'll change that to a 6-3 since there's no runners on base. And they go down 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do this one here. Irv Polika on the mound here. I think you can see that. Okay, and leading off for Cleveland is L. Smith. Get them all in here. 440. 440, and that's a fly out to center. Yeah. Bobby Avila, the second baseman for Cleveland. 667. This is the home team, so they do get a factor going in. They get add 5 if they're home team. So 667, so 672. And it's just a wild pitch. 352 over here, and we got to pop out the first. Says fly, just make it a pop out. Larry Doby. 125 versus the lefty. There isn't already lefty on 125. That's a fly out to 7 or the center. Left. What am I talking about? Why did I say center on both of those? Okay, first inning is over very quickly. And if I can ever get the cards to separate here, we'll continue with the game. They will not. There we go. Yeah, here comes Gus Triandos. He was a catcher for Baltimore for a lot of his career too, but he played a lot of first base in this, in right field also. Here we go, facing Herb Score, 424 versus the righty. Oh, versus the lefty. I didn't think he was a lefty. Huh. 424 versus the lefty, and that's a 4-3. Wayne Posey, the third baseman. 667. Boy, that's a number. I just had that number. 667. There we go. 6-3. Pitcher's dealing well right here. Is Hal Smith, the catcher for Baltimore. 636. Go here to 636. And we got to fly out to center. 1, 2, 3 again. And don't forget to go down and hit that like button before you leave the channel today. And subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Much appreciated that. The channel helps the channel grow. And it doesn't cost you anything. Put some remarks down there you like with season ticket foot baseball. Are you playing? What seasons you playing? And here we go. Cleveland here in the bottom of the second. Al Rosen. Boy, I got the six going crazy here. 628. So it'll be at 633. Fly out to center. Ralph Kiner, the left fielder. How many home runs he hit that? 18. So he's got some punch. 469 versus the righty. 469 versus the righty. And there's a double for Kiner into the corner. Nobody on, so nobody scores. So Kiner's the first base runner. Here comes Vic Wertz, their first baseman. Vic was a good hitter in that year, only 253 that year. But Vic Wertz was a good player. Okay, 188. 188. We got a bloop. We got a bloop. One base bloop. We got a single. I'm sure this is going to run. The score is going to run, so let me double check. No, he is only advancing one base. With less than 2 outs, he only advances one base on the chart. Here we come with George Strickland. Runners on first and third now. Oh, 608. So that makes that a 613. 613. And that's a pop out to second. He is not going to be trying to score on that. And Jim Hegan, the catcher. 120 is the pocket. It was a 2. I moved it with my finger. 120, and he's out 4-3, and he gets out of the jam. No runs, but 2 left on base. And we're going to be going to the top of the third. Herb Scores on the mound. He's a 5 stamina. I'll explain that when we get to the staminas for anybody that hasn't played before. Okay, here's Chuck Deering, top of the third. Baltimore still looking for its first hit. 508. Okay, so we're supposed to be looking at what? No, that's a rare play, I believe. Hold on. Okay, it is a rare play. So I had to roll the dice again. I got my rare play chart out here, and let's see what kind of action we got going here. 372. Let's find that on this charts. Okay, it's a single to center if the white die is higher than the center fielder's fielding. Okay, so the white die is a 7. So we're going to look at their center fielder. Larry Doby. And his fielding is an 8. So it is not. So what's the rest of it say? The batter advances a second on the fielding error so it's a single, but he doesn't get to advance on an error. So that's just exciting. Okay. So Daring gets their first hit. Willie Miranda. 449 versus the lefty. 449. And that would be if it was be a sac fly if there was a guy on third. So just a fly out the center. Okay. So we got the Palaka coming to the plate, and he's going to try to sacrifice him over. His bunt rating is I just saw that a second ago, is a 3. So we're going to roll all these and add these together. Okay, so that's 13. Wow, 22. And plus 3 is 25. So now we're going to go to our chart over here, 25. Okay, the sacrifice is good. Polanco is out because the way the chart reads, his speed is he's a 0 speed, so anything on the dice roll is going to beat it. So it just, give him the sacrifice bunt. We move the runner over to second. I just call it a sac bunt like that. Keep my scoring simple. And here we go with Al Smith with the runner in scoring position. 2 outs now in the top of the third. 5:35. So we're going to be checking the first baseman's error. Okay. Yeah. And can I remember who they're from? It's Gus Triandos. Okay. And so 5:35. We're looking 5:35 on Triandos's card. 5:35, and that's first base unassisted. So as I get out of that one too, we're just going to go 3 unassisted, no runs and 1 stranded. All right, Palaka back on the mound. The face-off, Herb Score. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, okay. I moved that card. So here's Herb Score's batting card here. This is the one we'll be using most likely. Okay. Okay, so here we go. 204. 204 changes it to a 404. He's a left-handed batter. So it's a 404. So now we're going up here to his chart. It's an I rating, okay? And Herb Score's I is a 3. So we're going 3 and we're looking for 404, and it's a 6-3. Okay. Al Smith. 206 versus the righty. And we're going to make it 406 because of this right here. So 406. And we're going over here to 406 versus the righty. And he walked him. Went a little bit slow because I want to make sure I do things halfway decent today. So he walked Smith here in the third. Bobby Avila. 398, 398. A good buy. Avila puts it into seats that put Cleveland up 2-0. Woof. All right. Home run. These score sheets over here have a place for RBI, so I'll start using them now. So he's got two. Okay. Larry Doby. 544. We're checking the second basemans now. Their second baseman is Fred Marsh, I believe. Let me check. Yeah, Fred Marsh. So we go to Marsh's card and then we look at under second base and we go 544, 544, and it's a base hit in the right. And they're getting to him. Doby smashes him at the opposite direction. No, he's a lefty. That's not opposite direction. What am I talking about? Here's the Al Rosen. Lots of power here. Lots of power. 182, 182, and it's a bloop single, but less than 2 outs, and the runners advance one base. Trying to blow it open here. Ralph Kiner doubled his last time up and got stranded. And we got a 279, 279 versus the righty. 279 versus the righty. We're going to deep to center. All right, first time we're going deep today. Kiner's got the power too. His power rating is 8. Okay. So we're not in fatigue. There's no temperature adjustments because we're in, I think the temperature was 76 or something like that. All right. So we're going to be adding his power to a 2 dice roll. Okay. And that's 7. So his power is 9. So it's a 16. So now we go to the chart. We go to deep center, deep center, deep center, go 16. And Kiner has put it in the seats. A 3-run shot. Cleveland is blowing it open here in the third inning. Wow. 3. All right, quick timeout for some admin update. Yeah. One of the questions, if somebody might be able to help me out here, what I was looking up was to find out if 5 runs, either in one inning or 5 runs in any combination of innings, makes him fatigued, makes him tired. I could not find that it does. It's just his fatigue level. So if I'm wrong, please put it in the remarks so that I'll know the next time I'm playing. Here we go. Vic Wertz, ladies and gentlemen. And still only 1 out. 5 straight hit, well, walk and 4 straight hits. 126. 126. His guess is going to be a ground out to third or second. Nope. So fly out the left. Okay, George Strickland. 474. 474. 474 versus the righty, and it's a ground out to third, 5-3. But not before they score 5 big runs. Leave nobody stranded. So Cleveland, knowing they got to win and get back to go back to Baltimore for a game 4. I mean, a game 3. Okay, and here we go. And this is the top of the 4th for Jim Dyke. Oh, get him out of here. I should put him always there. I can see it easier here because of my arm. All right, and we got 106, 106. That makes it a 306. We go to 306. Struck him out. Dave Philly. 402. And he tries to walk. They need base runners, so walks are good. Triendos. Very capable of getting a couple of those runs back. 445. 445 versus the lefty. Struck him out. Score, feeling it now with that 5-run outburst. Wayne Causey, he got plenty of power also. 111. 111 is a 311 going to 311, and he struck him out also. Struck out the side, not in order, but did strike him out. Okay, we are going to the bottom of the fourth. Blanca back on the mound. To face Jim Hegan. One 32. And that's a ground out to first. And tosses it over to the pitcher covering, and it's 3-1. Then we go in Herb Score. We're using this batting card this time because the last time we used uh, we uh, we used the other card for. Oh, that was Palaka that I used. Never mind. All right, here we go. Score. Oh, 648. Herb Score gets a hold of one. 648. That means this is Cleveland. So that's 653. Go to the chart up here. 653 is out 4-3. Top of the order, L. Smith. 632 makes it a 637. 637. We got to fly out the center, and that's a quick one compared to last inning. 1, 2, 3. Nobody stranded. Still 5-0 after 4. Herb Score back on the mound. L. Smith. This is he's a 5-foot fatigue also. So after this inning, he'll be fatigued. I'll tell you, tell you what that happens when we get there. Okay, 6-13 versus Baltimore. It's not going to be very good. 6-13 is a pop out to second. And we'll say a fly out like this. A high fly ball to second. Chuck Deering. 143. I don't know what's blowing the papers. Must be my heater. 143, 143, and he draws the walk. Seen his last time up. On base percentage going up this game. Willie Miranda. Nope. What am I doing here? Time out. Sorry about that. I thought I had paused it, but the pause button didn't work. What I had done is I had marked the first two guys on the other side of the sheet, so I had to get that corrected. Where it was Willie Miranda's coming up in the top of the fifth for Baltimore with one on and one out, facing Herb Score. 641, 641, 641. That's a fly out to center. Yeah. They're going to let Palaka bat. Bad decision here. No, they're not. He's already given up 5 runs. We got to get him out right now. And the pinch hitter for Baltimore is Wally Wesley with one on and two outs. 5 of 44. Checking the second baseman Avila, who is right here. 5-4-4, and he is out 4-3. And they are out of the inning and they stranded one again. So Westlake is batted. And we are going to the bottom of the fifth. The new pitcher for Baltimore is Sal Rogovin. He's a starter reliever. He's got a 3 stamina. So it'll help to get a little bit further into the game before they have to be watching him too. All right, so Bobby Avila's up. Bobby hit a home run his last time up there. 456. This is a righty. 456. He's out 4-3. Larry Doby. 108. 108 makes it a 308. Over to 308, struck him out. And Al Rosen. 454. The righty's out 5-3. So Sale has a good first inning. We are going to the top of the sixth. All right, now Herb scores fatigue now. He's at 5. So every guy that gets a hit, a walk, so for every batter that gets on a hit, a walk, or a hit batsman, I go down here and I mark 1 fatigue on Herb's score. Now these fatigues are going to add 10 to every time we got to go to that deep the charts up here. All right, so here we go. Fred Marsh, top of the sixth. Herb score still on the mound. 320, 324, 324, 324. That's a fly out to right. Jim Dyke. We got a 214 versus the righty. 214. 414. Okay, 414 versus the righty, and he draws the walk. Versus the lefty, it's still a walk. Dave Philly. Dave's 0 for 1, walked his last time up. 162. And there's another walk. Score. That's 2. Now that's 2. Okay. So now we're already. See, I almost forgot to do those already. Because now that's 20. Okay. Triandos. 338. 338. And there's a base hit, an infield. Gus Triandos beats out an infield hit. They are running his fatigue up, and they got the bases loaded. They're trying to make. They're trying to. This is the inning they want to try to make it good. Okay, Wayne Causey. He gets to that 5. I got to get him out of there. 450 versus the lefty. 450. And that's a 3 unassisted. A 3 unassisted. Now that means it should mean the run scores. Let's see what happens here. Yes, the run does score. And all runners advance 1. So we'll give him an RBI. Okay, so we got Hal Smith up now. 656. Now, are we going to be doing this or not? 656. To say he's going to add 10 per level of fatigue pitcher. He's at 3, so that makes us say 686. So we're going over here to 686. That's big time. That's going to drive into both of those runs. I'm almost positive of that. It's a long single. Runners on second and third score. If there's a runner on first, he would go to third. So that is a base hit for Hal Smith. Going to make that fatigue 4. Both of these guys are coming in. Now we got a 5-3 game. We still got to run around first. Chuck Deering. Wow, 613. So that makes it 643. Oh, with that 653 now. 653. That should be out. He's going to be out 4-3. But see how those fatigue things can pile you up there and get you into some real trouble. So they stranded 1, but they brought 3 runs home, and it's a 5-3 game going into the bottom of the 6th. We don't know if Herb Squirrel will be coming back out or not. Here's Sal to face Ralph Kiner, who won deep his last time. 3-run shot. We doubled his time before that. Big day for Ralph at the plate. 300. 300 struck him out. Sal doing a good job in relief so far. Vic Wertz. 348. There's a base hit. Okay, Strickland. 1 on, 1 out. 468 versus the righty. 468 out 5-3. So that run is going to advance. Okay, got a runner in scoring position here for Jim Hegan with 2 outs. 154. 154. And he walks him. Draws the walk. Okay, so we're going to have a pinch hitter for Herb Score. We're going to take him out anyway. Okay. Pinch hitter for Cleveland is Gene Woodley with 2 on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. 584. We're looking at their center fielder. Their center fielder's a good one, I think. Okay, he's playing center. Maybe not. The only thing I haven't got a handle on yet. What the heck is going on here? Who's playing center field? Chuck Deering. Okay. All right. And so we're looking at 584. 584, 584, 584 right there. And then it's a fly out to the center. If there's a guy on third, he would have been forced to hit to try to challenge the arm. But it's just a fly out to center. That's 3. None, and they stranded 2. We're going to the top of the 7th now. Baltimore feeling a little bit better about themselves. And Cleveland puts Art Houtman on the mound with the fatigue at 2. Again, Melissa to the 9th before he has to worry about it. Here's Willie Miranda. We'll be getting another pinch hitter here. 441. 441 versus the righty. And that's a fly out the center. And another pause for a pinch hitter. Okay, so Baltimore sends Dave Pope to the plate, the pinch hit for the pitcher here in the 7th. 480 versus that righty. 480 versus the righty. And there's a triple. Dave Pope comes through with a big pinch hit with only 1 out. Can they get this run in? And then it brings up Fred Marsh, their leadoff man. 253 versus the righty. Get it up here where a little closer I can read. So it makes it a 583. So we're looking at the center fielder again. Okay. That's Al Smith, I believe. No, it's not low. It's Larry Doby. 583. No, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, because it changed it. 283, 283. What am I looking at here? Why did I do this? Oh, it's 253. 253 makes it a 583. 583. And that's as a fly out. Now we get this says, I'm pretty sure I got to challenge the arm. And I haven't done this very often, so bear with me while I look it up. Okay. So I'm reading, he must challenge the arm. Okay. Because that wasn't the third out, it was the second out. The guy is out. We're going to challenge the arm. So we're looking at the runner's going to be safe if his speed, which is Dave Pope's speed, is a 4 plus the 3 dice, which is looking really good here. 13, 21, that's like 25, is greater than the arm plus 10, and it is because Larry Doby's arm is a 3. And so that is a sac fly. I'll work my way through that one. Hope that didn't bother you guys too much me doing that. So I don't play it all that often. I'm not that experienced, so I got to look some stuff up. So we got these scores. We got a sac fly, an RBI, and it's a 5-4 game right now. That was Fred Marsh that hit that sac fly. And here we go with Jim Dyke with 2 outs now. Nobody on. Okay. We got 494. 494 versus the righty. He struck him out. Wow. Okay, nobody got 1 run. Nobody's stranded. So they got to do a 5-4 game now. Going to the bottom of the 7th. And on the mound now for Baltimore is George Zuvirink. And he is a what is fatigue 2. All right. And so that get them at least get them to into the 9th also. So it's Al Smith, the top of the order, leading off. Cleveland's getting a little shaky, feeling a little down here. 572. We're looking at their left fielder. And I think that's Dave Philly. We'll check. Oh, it's Jim Dyke. Boy. Jim Dyke. And we got a 572. 572. 560. 572. That's a fly out to the left. Getting to see some stuff here that I don't see a lot of. So I'm glad you guys are on board with me. Okay, 183. 183. And there's a bloop single. Bobby Avila having a nice day, second hit of the game. Nobody on base. That's as far as he goes. Larry Doby. Larry's 1 for 3. And we're going 530. Now we're looking at the first baseman. And just flip it over real quick. That's Triandos. I should have known that. Just Triandos. And we're looking at his defense, and we're looking at 534. 534. 3 unassisted. So the runner's going to advance. Okay, and now Rosen. Boy, 5-8. We're going to the center fielder again. Getting the 5s rolling out here now. That's Deering. Okay, we got a 584. 584, and it's a fly out to center. Nobody out. No runs. 1 stranded. We're going to the top of the 8th. Dave Philly coming to the plate. We've got Houtman out here for his second inning, and he is at 2 fatigues, so he'll get through this one okay. Dave Philly. 168. He draws the walk. Are they going to complete this comeback? That's the third time in a row he's walked. Are they going to complete this comeback and eliminate Cleveland? Time will tell here. 215 versus the righty. Struck him out. Big strikeout. With the power man there. Wayne Causey. He's got some power. No, he don't. He's only hit 1 home run the whole year. What was I thinking? Oh, 533. We're really checking out everybody now. We're going to check out the first baseman, Vic Wertz. 534, 534, 534 is a 3 unassisted. So that guy's going to go to second also. And Hal Smith. 138. That's a fly out to left. They get held down that time. One stranded. Okay, Zubering back on bottom of the 8th here. They would really like to get some insurance here. And here's the big man so far. Kiner's 2 for 3, a double and a home run. And we're going 575. We're looking at the left fielder. I really got the 5 going crazy now, don't I? Left fielder, Jim Dyke, 579. And that's a base hit. But there's no runner on second, so you disregard any time there's a runner thing and there's nobody there. But that's a base hit for Deering. I mean, not for Deering, for Kiner. So he gets his 3rd hit of the game. Trying to do his best to get this, force a game 3. It's Vic Wertz. 664 as they go. So 669 because the home team, there's no fatigue on him. 669. That's 6-4. So that's a fielder's choice. So he's going to be out at second. He's going to be on fielder's choice. All right, George Strickland. $5.06. Uh-oh, rare play. Let's get the rare playbook out. And if you haven't played the game before, there's different charts for different situations. So I had to find a chart with a runner on first and 1 out. Okay, so here we go. See what's going to happen with this rare play. Will this hurt Cleveland or help them? Oh, 646. I'll read it to you as soon as I find it. It's a balk. The runner on first is awarded second base. All right, are you kidding me? A balk. Oh, well, rare stuff happening. But we'll move him up here on a balk. Okay, Strickland is still batting. Well, now we're checking the pitcher. He's right here. 5'11. 5'11, that's a 163 DP, but the guy is not on first base, so it's just going to be going to 1-3. And we're going to advance the runner to third. Okay, and here's he again. 446 versus the righty. 446, 446. There's a base hit to center and the run scores. Nice insurance run for Cleveland right here, folks. 546, and he's getting an RBI. And they're going to bring in the a pinch hitter. Okay, Ferris Fain in the pinch hit with 2 outs and a runner on first. They made this move. Even though the pitcher was pitching good, they want to bring their closer in. Okay, here's Fain. 664, 669. I think we're just going to have some sort of out here. 669. Oh, look at this against the righty. Oh no, I went too far. 6-4, 6-3. He's out of there. But they did get one run. They stranded one. We are going to the top of the ninth with the score 6-4 at this point in time. And the Ray Narleski, their closer, is on the mound. Ray had a nice season that year, but still 3.71, but he was 9-1 with 19 saves. Okay, here's Chuck Deering. We're gonna see another pinch hitter this inning, it looks like. Chuck Deering. 200. Right on the nose. Makes it a 400. No, 200. Okay, get it together, Bill. And he's a righty, 200. So that makes it 400. I'm going up here to 400, and he draws the walk. So they're gonna put the pressure on him already. Willie Miranda, 580. We're checking the center fielder again, which is Larry Doby, right here. 584, 584, and that's a fly out to center. Okay, top of the ninth, 1 out, 1 on. Pinch hitter for the pitcher is Cale Abrams. 225. 225 versus the lefty, and he draws the walk. And they're getting in business here. The insurance run that they just scored a little bit ago might be the big thing that helped them here. Okay, this is their closer on the mound too here, Fred Marsh. Oh, 614. That's not going to help. 614. And that's a pop out to second. Okay, and here comes Jim Dyke, who is 0 for 3 with a walk. Struck out twice. 390. 390. And there it is, 5-3. And it's the ball game. I'll be right back with some stats. Okay, so Cleveland ties the series up at 1 game apiece with this 6-4 win. They'll be going back to Baltimore for the final game, which will be an elimination game. We have Herb Score got the win. Face it, pitched 6 innings, 3 hits, 4 walks, 3 Ks, no home runs, and let up 3 runs. Okay, and then somebody else had to have scored. It was since it was 7-4. Somebody else got a run. That was the second guy. So he's a 1-1. Okay, Ray Narleski got a save, pitched 1 inning. And over on the other side, we got a loss for Irv Palika. Palika pitched 4 innings for 6 hits, 1 walk, 2 home runs, 5 runs, 5 earned. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I had fun. This was a good one. So go down there and hit that like button. Don't forget the SoCal Saber saying take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and stay safe.